Good morning, dear students. Today's topic on which we are going to discuss is cell wall. Students, in previous lecture, we were studying about the plasma membrane, cell membrane, cytoplasmic membrane or unit membrane and their ultra microscopic structures. Now here we will study cell wall, which is the peculiar feature of a prokaryotic as well as plant cell. The cell wall are absent in animal cell but present in prokaryotic cells as well as plants. Now, first of all, I draw the sketch of a cell wall with by taking the diagram of a plant. The outer membrane the innermost membrane of the cell wall now I drew here the middle lamellin these are the spaces present among these membranes, also called plasmadesmata. The plasmadesmata are the kind of pores present among these outer, inner and middle lamellin. It is semi-permeable in nature and allow the easy passage of substances from one cell to another cell. These are the plasmadesmata. And beside the cell wall, the innermost a single cytoplasmic layer is also present inside the cell of a plant, that is called cytoplasmic or plasma membrane or cell membrane. Now look at here, the outer layer middle lamellin inner layer or membrane, and these collectively said to be cell wall. If we are talking about the origin of these membranes, then firstly we should take the innermost layer as primary membrane, this is the secondary membrane, and the outermost layer is regarded as tertiary membrane. This nomenclature on the basis of origin of the membranes due to deposition of substances such as celluloid material and hemicellulose pectin. On this basis, the three layers of the cell wall are classified as primary membrane, secondary membrane, and tertiary membrane. And this is the pore present among these membranes known as plasma that helps in the exchange of cell content from one cell to another cell. Now students, what kind of substances combine to form cell wall? This is more interesting to know. The cell wall is consist of a kind of carbohydrate known as cellulose. It is a polymolecules of glucose in which more than thousands of micromolecules combine to form a single molecule of cellulose. Cellulose has ability to soak the water to become soft and mucilaginous due to presence of pectin over the wall. Pectin are the cementing agent that helps in joining the one another walls in the cell wall of the plant cell. Besides pectin, the lignin is also a hardest cementing agent present or deposited on a mature plant cell wall. Now, students, this is the structure of cell wall, and here with the help of diagram of a plant cell, we will discuss about the nature and structure of cell wall. Now we explain about the primary, secondary, and tertiary membrane, as well as what kind of functions they perform. As we know that the cell wall is the rigid and hardest part of the cell that provides not only a protective layer but also provides a framework to the cell. Now we first take the primary membrane or primary layer of the cell wall. It is thinnest layer of plant cell and purely made up of cellulose. No kind of deposition is found on the primary membrane and these are flexible in nature and also has the unique ability of semi-permeability. That's why it allows the passage of substances across the membrane. Now second is secondary membrane. The secondary membrane get originated from the primary one after the maturation of the cell. The secondary membrane contain cellulose as well as heavy celluloid materials, and they also have deposition of pectin, or you can say that the pectin are the kind of substances which are made up of calcium oxalate and calcium phosphate. These act as cementing agent and helps in binding the middle lamellae of the cell wall from the primary ones. Now the tertiary membrane. Tertiary membrane is also get originated from the primary membrane and secondary. The tertiary membrane is the outermost layer of the plant cell. It get modified and also has the deposition of pectin as well as lignified materials that help in provide mechanical support to the plants. Now we will discuss about the function of cell membrane. But cell wall, function of cell wall. It provides protective framework to the cell. It has ability to heal up the mechanical wounds or injuries. Mechanical wounds and injuries. The presence of mucilaginous substances allow the exchange of cell content across the membrane. Across the membrane. Next, the most peculiar feature of the cell wall, the presence of plasma desmata. Plasma desmata. This structure's presence in the cell wall helps in provide a active transportation mechanism in the cell through which the cell content, or you can say that cytoplasm of the one cell can be entered into another cell. During the scarcity of water, it means during the drought season, the plasma desmata also helps in control and coordinating the process of transpiration in the plants so that no more amount of water is to be lost inside the cell and the cell remain alive. Now students, here I will discuss about the transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the process in which the loss of water take place by the plants. That amount of water is transpirate into the atmosphere. This water helps in cooling, or you can say that provide humidity and moisture to our atmosphere, and the air or winds we experience during after the transpiration is has a cooling effect. In short, you can say that when you are sitting under a tree during the summer season, you feel some cool atmosphere or environmental condition in the surrounding of the trees. That is due to the process of transpiration. It means the loss of water by the plants through their leaf surfaces, in which the minute or tiny structures are present, which are known as stomata. Stomata are the structures that helps in the process of transpiration as well as gaseous exchange in plants. Thus, students, these are the basic function of a cell wall. Beside it, the another most important function of a cell wall into the bacterial cell, presence of peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan and muramic acid. The presence of peptidoglycan and muramic acid except cellulose helps in provide not only a mucilaginous structure but also helps in staining these bacteria very easily under a biological stain like fuchsin, alanine, etc. Thanks students for joining today's class.